Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and I've got the game audio a little loud for me. Hang on a second. That's better. Yes, I'm Trismegistus, and we will be playing a bit more Little Rocket Lab today. I have not touched the game. So, well, I'll show you. I've got two saves on the go, basically. So there's this one, which is my personal, what I'm playing the game myself, as it were. And then the stream one, which is what we'll be continuing. I haven't done anything. I haven't touched it, basically. So, as you can see there, I'm only on day 19 of summer. And, day 19 in summer. And so we could well catch up. Because obviously the first time you play through any of these types of games, you're learning the game, so you do things wrong, or you work out, actually I should have done that in that order, or something like that. So we could well catch up. What we should get, if I get this started, I'm not sure if we'll get the cutscene again. We might do. Yeah. No? Cool. We should get a friend, basically, at the start of this. If I can remember how to trigger it. Which will make our lives a little bit easier. Let's have a look what we're actually doing. What's our quest? So we're not actually got any story quest on the go, which I think will kick in when we go and talk to Grandma. But we do have Furnace Level 2 Research, which is on the go. In fact, that's finished, isn't it? Okay, that's done. And we've got the bridge repair job, which we are about halfway the stone, so maybe that'll have filled up again overnight. We might be very close to doing that part of it. That's the big part, is the stone. And then the plates, we've probably got that sat in, in our chest, basically. Okay, cool. Let us get on with it. Well, let's first off, I keep doing that. Say hello to our friends. Keep up the good work, Pico. You can do this. I don't know what difference this is meant to make, to be honest with you. Tomorrow's going to be a hot sunny day, so be sure to wear some sunscreen. But whether that actually, the weather affects anything, I don't know. Good morning, Morgan. So early? How are you? It's so early. How are you always up before I am? You wanted to work on the rocket, didn't you? No time like the present. I can't remember whether we've done this scene or not. Is there at least some coffee left? There might be a little bit of decaf left in that. We have done this, haven't we? Left in the pot. Decaf, what did I deserve to do this? I've been working on the list of components we'll need for the first stage of the rocket. I believe there's 3 stages, which matches the season. So first one is, you're not doing the rocket. Summer is then stage 1, autumn or fall stage 2, and winter stage 3, I believe. Take a look. Which means that year 2 is when you go into the sort of infinite endgame. Heavy duty motors, steel beams and circuit boards. I know how to make the motors, but I'm not sure about these steel beams or circuit boards. Not to worry, I'm sure Rebecca and Noor are up to the task of researching the parts we need. Sounds good. I'll head over to the university right away. Oh, before you go, let's head to the silo for a moment. There's an old friend I think you should see. But first, I need your help moving some boxes. Aha. Wait, is that Toasty? It sure is. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about him. But why is he all covered up like this? Ever since you left, he missed you terribly. He decided to go into hibernation mode until you came back. Well, I'm back. Let's boot him up. My thoughts exactly. Why isn't it working? I'm not sure. I kept his battery topped up all these years. He should be ready. I think he might just need a little motivation. Why don't you stop by the bakery and pick up a fresh loaf of bread for him? Wait, you're right. I used to help him borrow some from the bakery. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Now run along and get some bread. Let's see if giving it to him wakes him up. And this time, buy it. Yes, so Oops. We have got a little questicle there. What I did want to check, because we can do it on the way through, is go and... Oh, we've got some missing stuff there, haven't we? Oops. So this has run out. Okay, so we have drained the iron ore patch that we had before. So we're going to need to be doing some relocating and rebuilding. But how many have we got? 100, 200, 300, 400. Only 500. Okay, interesting. So we do not have... Okay, we can take that. I don't think we have enough, do we? No, it's R, isn't it, to take it all over again. So we'll take all of it. But I think we still need... I think we need... What did we need? We need 650 more. And we've only got 500. So we do need to set up a little bit of a tweak to this. And it's not too difficult, I don't think, what we want to do. I'm not too fussed about doing extra bearings just for now. But we will add on a bit of belt there. And we'll get this drained out. You can click on them and see how much you've got left. So you can see there we've only got 330 left. The intention of this is it's very much a starter, you know, starter area sort of thing. Okay, so we'll take the stuff we've got. I wonder if we've got a little bit of spare room. Oh, I didn't set up a stone. I thought I'd set this up as stone here, but here we go. Okay, so we will... Oops. Can't get past the machine. There we go. Yes, we will head up to this area. Let's just have a quick check how much it has got in it. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. So we wouldn't have enough of that anyway. Let's do a take all for what we can grab. And we will nip over here. And sort of throw the... Oh, I put a chest there. I wonder if that's got enough in. So we'll do a deposit. You see, we're still 150 short there. And oh, in fact, we're... Oh, no, I can grab more of that, can't I, this stone? Let's just do that. Ferry it back and forth. Obviously, the intention of these really is to, you know, kind of automate them. Oh, there's still even more I can take. Let's leave it for now. I think I'm going to sneeze. Oops. And then T to deposit that. So yeah, we're a couple hundred short on the stone, and there wasn't a couple hundred in there, so we're short a little bit on both, but very, very close. Oh, there's more there. Obviously set that chest up to help me manage inventory. How much copper available at the mines near my place? I bet there's more than enough for anything you need to build at the factory. Indeed. Cool. So let's head into town. Honestly, I'm going to sneeze. I just want to check how much the backpack is if we've not got it. 3,000 coins. So we haven't even got enough for that. Okay. So we should probably do... I mean, we'll get 750 for the bridge. But let's see if we can do something here. Heavy duty motors. Small motors, maybe. Small motors. And when do they want it? Thursday. That's ages. We'll accept that job then. Yes, we need to nip in here. This is the bakery, if I didn't explain it already. And then we go to the counter. Anything I can help you with today? We want a loaf of bread. I always forget with the menu here. I think just by clicking on it, we've got it. And our thing has gone down, so... But I always sort of think there should be like an inventory when I'm messing about in the shops that, you know, showing what you've got on you, as it were. But I think that's right. I think we've got one. Yeah, there we go. So we've got one there. Cool. And could we do the research now? I think we could. It's open. But you see, we've got quite a shopping list of stuff. Circuit boards is going to be the one that's a blocker. No, I really don't think that should go there. But that's the only place it'll go. No, over there. Hey guys, working on a new blueprint? The right side. The right. Rebecca, you're going to make me mess up? Is this a bad time? Oh, hey Mo. We're playing Tetris. What? No, Nor. I'm telling you, you need to finish that row. And we just lost. You were at the keyboard. I think we need a refresher on micromanagement. Sorry about that. What can I help you with? Sorry, just checking something. There you go. No, that's wrong. Auntie has the list of parts that we need for the first stage of the rocket. There's a couple of parts I'm not sure how to craft yet, though. Oh, let's take a look. I can definitely help you with the steel beams. I'm not sure how we can make the circuit boards, though. A chip fab is a bit out of my league. We could import them. Wouldn't that be expensive? No, we could get them for free. Seriously? There's tons of old electronics that other places are constantly trying to get rid of. Excuse me. We could import some of that here and figure out a way to recycle the chips inside them. You know what? That's an incredible idea. If we could get our hands on a shipment of older electronics, we could research a way to recycle parts from them. Pete runs the pier by the coast. You should talk to him about reopening the pier to start importing electronics. In the meantime, come see me at the research desk if you want to get started on these steel beams. Sounds like a plan. She actually called my idea incredible. You're going to help out here, Nor? Oh, right. Cool. So, first off, the new furnace level 2 is ready. You can now load both ore and coal automatically at the same time. This will save you from having to load the coal by hand all the time. Cool. Boop. Tier 2 research done. Excellent. So, the buffer's relatively cheap, but we need the level 3. I mean, we're going to get toasty, aren't we? So it makes a lot of stuff a lot easier there. So this is where you get quite a few options with this about. So this is the buffer is a thing literally intended to provide you with a buffer, so you can make things and have them go into a buffer, and then it literally sits between belts, so then they come out of the buffer as well. So effectively, like where I've got lots of things going into like storage chest as an endpoint, this is like a storage chest in the middle. Because you don't have inserters, we can't do quite what you would do within Factorio, where you pick them off the line and put them in a chest type of thing. So it's kind of giving you that option. They're interesting how they work as well. They're quite big. So iron plate, which of course we don't have. But say, we would have the gears. Small motors we might have made. I can't remember whether I left that running or not. So do I do that one? I mean, you can switch them over. And that one's what? Because that's iron plate and heavy motor. It's not actually that expensive. And that does get us some really important stuff. I think I've set that. And we'll have to see if we've got, because heavy motors are upgraded small motors, basically. Cool. Thank you for all that. And of course it's delivering iron plate anyway. Because that's all set up there. Which is a point actually, because I could I? Because these are actually fairly big patches. No, let's leave that. What was the... So I took on a job... Oh yeah, they're both out of coal, aren't they? What did I take on? The port deliveries is our next story quest one. And then we've got the bread. And then we got to do that. But then the jobs I took on Jamie is bakery, which is very convenient as well. Bridge repair we're still doing. Okay. So if we head back to home. I say we'll have to look, see if we've got because what did we want? We wanted... Oh, it's this one that's run out of coal. That's annoying. Let's stick some more coal in it for now. But yeah, how many motors have we got? Oh, nice. Okay. So we've got enough for the delivery. That's good. Let's take 2 of them. Okay. Let's leave for now. So, well, we'll go back and... so we give him some bread. Toasty, anybody home? Still nothing. Doesn't seem to want to wake up. I better go talk to Auntie. Maybe she'll have an idea what to try next. Okay. So we gave Toasty some bread. And we now need to talk to Auntie. I tried to give the bread to Toasty, but nothing. Seems a bit flaky. Or crumbly, I guess. I thought for sure that would do it. Let's go take a look together. Maybe there's something we're missing. We should rye something new. You're quite pleased with yourself, aren't you? I'm on a roll. Top punning action. Well, this is awkward. Oh dear, I was worried about this. You didn't happen to see where he went, did you? I'm afraid not, my dear. But you should... A bit of a dumb question, given that... You know. But you should start searching around the town right away, because we walked over here with her. He's a giant 8-foot-tall walking toaster. There's no telling what kind of trouble he can get up to on his own. You could say this town is toast. Not now, Morgan. But yes, you better hurry up. Okay. So. We're already on the iron plates, so we're nearly there on the week. Oops, wrong way. Oh, they get trapped. But yes, I mean, I know where Toasty is. But you can also... I mean, it literally tells you with the arrow. It's not... You know, it's not... Or pointy finger. It's not exactly a... massively difficult quest, this, because Morgan, thank goodness you're here. Jamie, what's going on? What on earth was that? There's some thing in the bakery. I heard it as soon as I came in. I think it's in the basement. Well, here we go. Oh my goodness, what is that? I think it might be dangerous. Look at the size of Toasty. You're awake. I'm so happy to see you again. Wait, you know this thing? This is my auntie's toaster. Or was it her toaster? Or was her toaster, rather. My mum built him out of their toaster when I was little. We used to go riding and get into all sorts of trouble. You rode on top of a giant toaster? We had very different childhoods. 5 cups flour, 1.5 cups water, 1 cup sourdough starter. Sorry, he only speaks in bread recipes. Toasty, did you break into Jamie's bakery? 2.5 teaspoons of salt. Sorry for all the commotion. He was just hungry. I'll find a way to make it up to you. As for you, let's get you home, Toasty. Well, I'll be. Welcome home, Toasty. 3¼ cups of bread flour, 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, 2 teaspoons of coarse salt. It's good to see you too, old friend. Turns out he was hiding in the basement of Jamie's bakery. I found him rummaging through the bread. Toasty 1.5 cups of water. Well, now that he's home, make sure to let him stretch his legs now and then. You can get around it more quickly while riding him. Press space or left mouse button to hop on or off. Toasty will also help you knock down buildings more quickly as well. Pressing the right mouse button starts or stops knocking down buildings, but be careful. Let's not have a repeat of the time you went through your mother's factory as a child. So, this is Toasty. Alright, Toasty, you heard Auntie, let's go. Toasty is a giant toaster that we can sit on, as we've been explaining. How am I going to pay for this? We literally just left click to stand on. It's a lot quicker than walking, so that's one of the good things about it. But the main feature that it has that's massively useful is that if you hit right click, it extends this like saw thing. It's slower when it's on, but that's good because it's basically a way of deconstructing, like mass deconstructing things. And which is why I haven't bothered picking everything up. I spent ages in my, other playthrough picking up stuff. And then we got this guy, and it's just instantly delete. Well, not deletes, but... Well, it does. I mean, obviously these are broken machines, so we're getting parts. But, oops. You get stuck on stuff, but... As you can see, I mean, it does exactly the same thing for proper buildings, and you just pick them up as is. It doesn't deconstruct them. But yeah, it's a hugely useful way of getting rid of stuff. I don't know whether it was it wasn't in when I did the playtest. It wasn't in. This wasn't there. Now, whether it was added during the playtest or not, but it has the feel of something that they probably always planned. But whether it had this functionality, I don't know. Because it feels like the sort of thing where players would have, basically complained that deconstructing all the buildings was a massive pain in the bum. Because you can, you do it on your real factory. This just gets us resource, resources, which hopefully might get us enough stuff just to build those heavy duty motors. We shall see. Yeah, pick them up. But it's very easy to just accidentally right click and delete your factory just by running through it. In fact, I'll show you. So, literally a right click and picks up the stuff. It does. You do run them over. I don't know if that counts as industrial accidents. Apparently, if they walk into machines, that's an industrial accident. But yeah, we can give him Jamie. That is, he wanted 60, didn't he? I think for his order. Let's have a quick look. Because that'll get us the cash to get us the backpack. 800 coins, 50 motors. Okay, so we have 29 we could potentially turn into heavy duties and do the research. But yeah, hop off. And let's see how this goes. So, that... What was I making in there? Oh, that's the small motors. Okay. Why are you not making anything? Oh, because you're not getting the bearings. Okay. Do I just want to try and exhaust this, maybe? We put another one there. And make that. Whoops. Do it like that. Oh, if you put things under people, you can move them around. I discovered that. As you can see, they go through. I'm pretty sure that's an industrial accident. Yeah, that's not. Can I pick you up? No. Okay. And now he's in the container. Crikey. Can I take you out? Yeah, there you go. I say I'm pretty sure that will, when we do the end of the day, that will flag us industrial accident. What was I going to do? I was going to make sure, because time really does go in this. Oh. The days are only like 20 minutes long. that's already full. So let's make it bear it. Yes, so this is making the small R1. We've got this set up already. Okay. So if I put the 29 in there, by the time we come back... Where did I leave Toasty? Over here. By the time we come back... Oops. Come back. You're going to build for me? There we go. That should be done. Oh, I can go... Sorry. He's in here, isn't he? Anything I can help you with today? Oh no, of course I need to talk to him, not... There we go. No? You're not going to do it like that? Thanks so much, Morgan. Couldn't find the time to get this myself while running that bakery. What the heck he wants motors for, I don't know. What are we after doing? We need to go... We can't do the research because we need the heavy motors, but we can see if we can find Pete. He might have gone. Where is he? Oh, he's at the... Yeah. I think he's hanging around on the beach now. This doesn't go to the beach. We can also, with the motor, we can clear up this grass, but it grows back. I think the intention is, I don't think you can build on it when it's got grass on it. So if we want to put, because the coast is the best place to put the wind turbines, you get like a bonus from, excuse me, it being more windy. Hey there, Morgan, how's it going? Good. I wanted to ask you about reopening the pier. Rebecca and Noah are needing old electronics for their research. We were hoping to start importing them. I wish I could help you there, but we haven't been able to bring in any shipments for years now. Not since the old lighthouse collapsed. So it's impossible then. Maybe not impossible. Come on, let's take a walk. So, the lighthouse. Like I said, it ain't pretty. How did it get this bad? Well, it wasn't overnight, that's for sure. Over the years, we started to get a few cracks here and there. Didn't realise how bad it was though. Then one night, a few years back, a huge storm came in, took the whole thing down. Now I don't even know where to begin. I'm afraid without the lighthouse, we won't be able to take in any shipments at the pier. It isn't safe for ships to approach the coast. But it could be repaired, right? I suppose so. I'm sure if your mother was still around, she'd come up with a way. I think I could rebuild it. Is that so? Sabrina, didn't see you there. You're going to rebuild this entire lighthouse? Now I've heard everything. Well, I thought it's been like this for so long, maybe I could help get the repairs going again. This lighthouse has been broken for years, just like everything else in this town. One day you show up and now you're going to build it all yourself. I'll believe it when I see it. Now, Sabrina, you haven't seen what Morgan here is capable of yet. Her mother was the one that maintained this lighthouse in the first place. Well, let's hope for everyone that she can fill those shoes. What is her deal? She's been like this ever since I showed up. Sabrina is, well, she's a tough one. Kind of like this with most people, honestly. Didn't put too much thought into it. She's got her own problems she's dealing with. Or don't put too much thought into it. I'll show her. I'll fix this whole thing myself. Well, I like your spirit, but even your mother knew when to ask for help. Did Mum really work on the lighthouse, even while she was building the rocket? She sure did. Incredible woman, your mother. Wasn't a single job she couldn't tackle. After she passed, well, no one really picked up the mantle, so to speak. Maybe it's about time someone did. Up there you can find a supply depot for dropping off the material we need for the lighthouse. You can inspect the depot to see what materials we need. Material can be delivered either by hand or using a conveyor belt. If you're able to gather all the required materials, we may be able to get this lighthouse finally repaired. What do you say, Morgan? Ready to show us what you're made of? I sure am. Okay, so repairing the lighthouse requires 1,000 stone, 500 stone beams. What the heck was that? Something banged then. And 4 winches. You might have noticed that those were the researches for the level 3 research. So that we will need to unlock because we need those motors to do that. As well as that, obviously. But the stone is obviously, it's just regular stone. It's not nothing special about that particular stone. We've obviously got 90 on us, but it's more stone. Everything needs stone. Toasty will have been left where we sort of dropped him off, if you see what I mean. So he's down here. Yeah, I was going to show you that. So if you right click and you can clear the grass, and I believe that then lets you build stuff on it. You know, you can't build until you've done that. There's also things in the grass, like little... Whoops. Oh, I can take... I didn't know I could take the fences down. Okay, interesting. Yes, but I think there's, you know, stuff, as it were, that you get from in the grass. We just clear that out. Take that off. So we're going to need a couple of mining drills, I suspect. And I don't know why I've locked them. Have I got the bits is what I'm wondering. I think I have. So we need to mine up stone, a couple of them. I can't remember what the bonus you get is. It might be alright with one. No, we've still got loads of conveyor belts, okay. So if we put one there, get you on there. Come on. Now I'm going to put a... Or if I can. Do I need to? No, fine. Put a thingy on. Because that then stops them, you know, queuing up on there. Getting stuck, basically. Whoops. There we go. So we'll just feed that straight in. Another useful feature of Toasty is in the mines... I didn't really show you the mines because there wasn't really anything we can do with them. Because these slimes, you know, they attack you basically. But they run from Toasty, and if you run over them, it pops them, they disappear. So mining becomes like viable basically now with Toasty. We're not going to really do that yet, anyway. But yeah, so that's a thing. But not least of all because it's pick them up. It's 8:45. $9. We need to take these. I don't believe there's anything that I don't believe Toasty can take these down, but you know they go in one hit basically, so it's not massive pain. But we will use this area basically to make steel. Now that we've got the level 2 furnace, yeah, so clear these out. I mean, we're not slow, you know, because we're in run mode all the time, so we're not slow or anything. It's not a thing, but sometimes when you go all the way across the map, Toasty is particularly useful then. Let's go and hop on in. But yeah, you see we've got a nice big iron patch. I think there's one at the top as well. Is there one up here? Oh, there's coal. Oh yeah, there you go, it's an iron patch. So probably use that for steel or the other one. And then down the bottom here there's a whole load of copper. So we've got a nice chunk of resources to get through this next stage. Strapped again. Has it made all of them? It's made 20. Okay, why is it only made 20? Oh, because I didn't put enough heat sinks in. Oh dear. Let us do that then. How big is that? 137. That's run out of coal, hasn't it? Got a bunch of coal in there. Because hopefully we might get to a stage where we've kind of got rid of... Do you not need... No, you don't need stuff. Yeah, so that's used up all of that iron now. Oops. Yeah, so we can basically deconstruct all of that. Cool. Head to bed. Yep. Now, did we do industrial accidents? Workplace accidents, 6. There we go. Now, whether that was all Pico or something else, I don't know. Days without accidents era. But yes, putting Pico through the machines. I think it probably does count as an industrial accident, so I think that's fair enough. Hey, Pico. Hey there, Pico. So yeah, just keep trying this about the rocket parts. So we could probably, I mean, I managed to pick up from all those bits 100, 200, 320 iron plates. And how many do we need? I think that's enough, isn't it? To do the bridge, basically. That'll get 750 coins. Oh, we got plenty anyway, so we could get the backpack. 200 stone. Yeah, so if we can get 250 stone, we have plenty for the bridge. Lighthouse, it's about halfway there, but we need the research. Has it made enough of these? Yes, so we have 29, and we wanted to deliver 25. Excellent. So Toasty returns here every day, so you can't actually build things right in front of it, otherwise you'd get locked in, and you wouldn't be able to, you know, move them around. Of course, I've got these. Oops. Let's avoid now. You see, we've also, you know, we've got copper there, and it gives you plenty of resources. It's not, oops, a struggle. Let's hop off. Let's see how many we've got. Not that I've got the inventory room, but let's take as many as we can. What I can also do, I can also show you something else. So deposit all of them. So we need 1,000. We need like 150 stone. Excellent. Just like 200, just in case. I'm going to jump on you. Oops. No. Deposit, isn't it? Bridge repair. It now wants us to go and talk to Cliff. You can get rid of all that. You don't have. It doesn't have to. You don't have to keep it all on screen. Just doing that more for clarity of what's going on. I have accepted quite a lot of stuff. Oh, that's what happens basically. You accidentally, you know, knock your own machines down. But yeah, what we got here. I think I came up here and showed you, but there was a padlock on this dam, and so I've like chopped the padlock away. These tools are fairly rusty. It looks like they've been sitting here for a very long time. Repair manual for water turbines, along with a handwritten list of components that need replacement. And here we go. We've got, oh wow, these look like water turbines for the hydro dam. I guess they're no longer working. I wonder if I can find the parts that they need. As you can see, we've got some requests for basically stuff. What we need is more gears and more bearings, but I don't think the whole thing works. I don't know if it's like a, you know, it'll do one level and then you can add more on. But as you can see with this third one, it needs a flow. I don't even know how to make a flow meter. I've not got that far in my playthrough. But whether it's like builds, I don't know, because I haven't done this one either. Because I keep forgetting to bring the parts for it. But yes, so that's a source of quite a lot of power, as you'd imagine. Oh, we need to do Cliff first, don't we? But yeah, we can deconstruct all of this basically because it's pretty much defunct. Oh, and the copper's gone as well. So yeah, we've just got the coal running. Cool. That'll be useful to collect. But let us do the research, or let us do the steel. And the... Wait, I need to drop it off, don't I? Pause it. There we go. Winches. I got the blueprints for some of the items you need for your first stage of the rocket. Those steel beams would also work for rebuilding the lighthouse. Should be a lot stronger than it was previously. Once you're able to import shipments at the pier, we'll also need a way to unload them. We're working on the design for a crane that could do the job. Come see me if you want to start researching it. So it's still cable, that's the winch, you see, so we've got everything to do the stuff. And the next one will be the cable crane, which is important. But I want to do this buffer first. What do we need? So it's making iron plates, isn't it? So, and I put all the gears in the other thing. I don't think we've got any more motors necessarily. No, because I think I turned them all into the heavy duty ones, didn't I? And I put the gears in the... Oh, well, actually gears it's making, isn't it? So that should be okay. So really we would need to bring back 50 gears. Okay. Go on we go. But yeah, I mean, so it's massively useful, this, because, you know, we've got all of this junk stuff here. He's stuck. Now, as I understand it, this reveals once you've... But at what rate and stuff, I don't know, because I've deconstructed it all on mine, and then that's kind of it, as it were. It's, you know, it doesn't seem to reveal. It's quite cathartic doing this. I'm saying that based on it, on what I think it says. I don't actually know that it does do that. But anyway, yes, so let's get on with some actual building. We've ended up filling up our inventory. I was just wondering maybe if that gave us enough stuff, but we only got 29 gears. And a load of iron plate. So let's put some of this away so that we can pick up all the other. It'll be an interesting experiment. I don't really need all that stuff I've deconstructed at the thingy, but we'll have to see what it kind of does. Don't need this word. In fact, can I put all of that in there? I'll get deconstruct. Oh, it won't fit. Salt. There we go. Should give us plenty of room to deconstruct all of this. Oh, it won't let you if you've got stuff in a building. You know, if it's got things in, that won't let you deconstruct. Yeah, copper patch is gone, iron patch is gone. You'll notice it's almost the perfect size. Interesting, that, isn't it? You know, to do what we wanted to do. Or needed to do. Okay, so need to take all of that. Oh, I let that run, didn't I? Without a limit. Okay. That's a lot of years. Okay. I think we might leave these. Take them. Can't take them all. Okay. Yeah, can't take them all. The motors, how many did we end up with? 7. Okay. I just wonder, because motors and heavy motors are quite important. I'm just wondering about sort of doing a botch together, especially since I made so many gears unintentionally. Of like, let me think. If I do one, it's probably better if I like hand transfer it. And we'll do them next to each other. So we do the small motors. Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? Okay. And the heavy motors. Pick that up. Oh, it's got stuff in, sorry. Oh, I can't get it out. Yeah. Let's put, because I filled this up. Ah, that frees up a slot. Excellent. So, oops, wrong thing. Oh, take it out first, then deconstruct it. Same with this. Okay, so I need to swap that on, don't I? Put you there, say. And then we need 2 more of them. Ah, ironically, I've not got any ears. Can I make another chest? I haven't got any wood. Inventory's full of rubbish. It's almost like I do this in every factory game that I play. Make a whole bunch of them. For the depositing of rubbish. Cool. So, I don't know, let's just chuck random things in. I don't really need a million belts. Let's do the old recursive chest conundrum. Can we just sort of throw away? For now, yeah, they're all fine. Get rid of them. Cool. I'll have to sort through them and stuff, but we've got 1,000,000 gears. Okay, it's quite a lot. And plate. Come on, there we go. Not so much bearing. Okay. You can use this thing just to get rid of anything. If you don't want to sort stuff out, just get rid of it. Buy that. Is the shop still open? A medium backpack would be quite useful. Just dumping all the components in there, I suppose I might as well get rid of the coal. Okay, let's head over to the shop. Get ourselves a backpack upgrade. And then I can carry even more junk around with me. You can deconstruct these, like the lampposts and stuff, but they're actual furniture objects, so you know it. Why am I here? Small motors 50. I just came back here instinctively. This is not the shop. Oh, this is the shop. Backpack, yes please. And as you can see, lovely extra row. Cheers to the supply depot. You're kidding. You sure have should have a lot of gusto. I can't believe you finished it already. Let's get this bridge built then, shall we? So this is Cliff. So we have finished the bridge, so we can turn that quest in, basically. That's just about does it. Well, will you look at that? I swear it's even better than it used to be. I'm not sure what your Game Boy just said, but I agree. Morgan, you really are something. It was nothing. I had help with some of the blueprints. Nonsense. This is far more than nothing. Excuse me, my dear. You have to drive. You have more drive in you than anyone else I've seen around these parts. You hold on to that. It'll get you far in life. Little. The new route will really help with moving material to and from the factory. It sure will. And that's why we did it, basically. I think I'll rest these old bones a while. Enjoy the moment, my dear. You've earned it. All in a day's work. But yes, we basically now get away. Oh, in fact, how much is the large backpack? About 5,000. And we did the job for what's his face, didn't we? I'm just gonna. So let's have a look at our quests. What we've actually got to build. To repair the lighthouse, we need 500 steel beams. To do the next one of those. To do the rocket part, we do the circuit. Circuit boards is the recycling one. We need the whole harbour open for that. But you see, we could also make the steel beams there. And we know how to make heavy duty motors. So we could get started on both of those. We don't have... So iron plate gears, small motors. Okay. So I think if we finish that, like botch together, use up components, small motors thing. So if I'm making small motors here, I need because I need 50 small motors to do that. And the gears and plates we know, well, they're being delivered, unless it's stopped, as it were. And that stuff maybe. Probably out of coal, if anything. In fact, this is probably why this is flashing at me. Yeah, they've all run out of coal. So we need to do delivery there, but we will. What was it? Was it bearings for bearings and stators? Okay. One bearing there. Might as well take these because they're the bits we need. Barrel gears. Bearing. Don't think we've got that many bearings, have we? And bearings are just gears, aren't they? Oh no, they're on plate. Okay. That's oh, there's my stators. So I can't actually make too many small motors. But I think we'll be okay. We'll be able to make the 50 we need for that. Oops. Oops. Bit of that. No, too far. So that'll chug away. Hopefully it's got enough, so it's 2 to 1 with the bearings. So that would only get us 25 motors. That's annoying. So, but it will use. There's plenty of. It's enough stators. Yeah, we don't have enough bearings being made. Just a little annoying because we didn't stack up as many iron plates, did we? Okay, let's. Where's the level 1? Did I put? I must have put the machine somewhere, have I? Item receiver. Oh no, it's the bread ones are there. So we'll do a same thing. Make bearings. bearings. Oh, I've not got any droppy off machines. Where are you? Oh, that was a... Oops. What? Oh, okay. There we go. No, around. So you're making bearings, which is iron plate. So I'll give you some iron plate. Cool. But yes, I mean, there's coal over there, isn't there? At the other jobby. Oh, dear. I'm trying to be super efficient and achieving the opposite effect. I'm trying to do multiple things at once, basically. Oops. I say it's sort of having the opposite effect. Okay, so that should chug away, making the gears and plates that we need, because they're the big components. What else we could do? We could start setting up the steel, because winches also require steel cable, and obviously steel cable is made from iron bars. You might think it's made from steel, but no, steel cable is made from iron bars. But yeah, it requires these heavy duty motors. I mean, we only need 4 of them to finish the lighthouse, but we need a couple of hundred steel beams, and they're processed iron plates. Now, we also should have made... Did I research? Because that was the plan, yes. So we have the level 2 furnace, which requires even more motors. Motors become kind of the big thing in this phase. I don't know that we did actually, didn't we? We had a request for 50 motors. Everyone seems to request them as well. It all gets a bit sort of silly. Well, I did want to check. I left those plates. Where did I leave them? They were down here, weren't they? I want to know if it despawned them or if it's just sort of left them. It's still waiting, though, patiently. Oh no, they're still here. Okay, cool. So can I take that? I can't. So some of the fence I can take down, but not all of it. Okay. Interesting. We'll get a quest to like fix this as well. How are we doing on the lighthouse? Oh, so we've done the stone already. Crikey. So we really need to get on with the steel, don't we? Okay. Makes quite a nice sound. It didn't perfectly match the footsteps, but it sounds like a little train to me. It's a really, really nice little sound. Nice bit of sound design. Okay, so we've made 50. Excellent. That would get us through the research. So shall we go and just throw them in so I don't do anything silly? Because we want the level 2 furnaces, really. And of course each of those uses 3 motors, so we need it to make a few more. Okay, so I've accidentally delivered the... You can't get them back to the best of my knowledge once you put them in. So what I think we'll do, just for the last little bit of this day, because we do kind of want that buffer, or I want it anyway. I find it quite a useful thing to put in the things. Is we'll just smash these. We do need stone for the furnaces anyway, so it's not exactly hurting us. Oh, there we go, 10 o'clock. Ah, there we go. So that's ready for tomorrow. I think that's all the bits of stone. So we're ready to go on that front as well. Let's have a look how many we made. 34, nice. Let's see how many I got. So I can make 2 at least. No, 3, yeah, cool. Which is kind of what we want for the steel. We've got lots of belt. We've got lots of drills from deconstructing everything. We will literally tomorrow, you know, focus on getting that steel done. Oops. Cool. They're apparently going to add something so you can save whenever you want, rather than it being the end of the day thing. No accidents. Good, good. Cool. Ooh, sounds like it's raining. So I have no idea whether this makes any difference. As you Stardew, it affects, you know, particularly early game, whether you need to even water your plants and all that sort of stuff. This I do not know. Okay. Shall we use this patch? Is that about out of the way, isn't it? Let's use this one instead then. So, how about we build the steel? Because we're going to have to... I could try and feed it. I didn't actually... I took it by hand when I did the rocket part steel one. But we could try and belt it over there. Okay. Anyway, point is, we now have... Also, what I'm going to need is the undergrounds and more grabby things. So I've not got any iron plate. Okay, marvellous. We might not have any iron plate full stop. Because I have been silly with it, haven't I? Let's see what we've got over here. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of iron plate there. So sort. Oh, we got 7 motors as well. Nice. Cable's fine. About. Okay. Millions of gears. Gears for days, mate. Let's make sure. I mean, we'll make sure we got sort of a bit of everything if we can. Take that coal as well. Did I put anything in any? Oops. Keep doing that. No, I did it again. It's because it's the right. That's the E key rather than not right key. Take them. And some stone. Oh, we've got loads of iron plate, haven't we? Okay. Maybe we get it making some more small motors then. Or whatever these are called, bearings or what have you. How many have we got in there? 7. Okay. But yes, we're going to need some more. We're going to need some underpasses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will be fine. I've got 5 splitters on me apparently, so that should be fine. We are going to need to hook the power up. One thing I don't know, we could check out, is does this act as like pass through? Too far away. So as we're now feeding in a lot of electric trickery. And it's only consuming, so is that 18 available on the other side? Basically. So as if we go over here. I did it again. If I do that, does that have 18.5? Okay, so it's all connected. That's good. Right. Level 2 furnaces there. Don't really need those spitty out things. How am I going to do this? If we get, because a belt. Put them there, maybe. So a belt, if my memory serves, takes 90 items. 90 a minute. These produce 30. Okay. And one of these oh, we need to give it a little bit of iron to have the recipe. Where's it gone? I need to put coal in as well, do I? Yeah, so this uses 30 a minute. So in other words, that fills a belt, and 3 of these will consume a belt and produce a belt of the iron bars. I cannot remember the steel beam recipe. That uses more coal, but it requires 90, which is a full thing. And it's an assembler level 2. Okay, so it's not smelted again. But it means we need to give it coal as well. Okay. So we could line these up in such a way. Because we've got the splitty things now. And we can literally just think of this as a bus. We don't need a full belt of coal for this one. Does that reach it? It does. So we can kind of do... Can we do that? No, we can't, because the splitters only do it one tile, don't they? But we also need this for the steel anyway, don't we? So maybe, because you got to you can't feed them directly into machines, so it is a bit different to your Factorio and your Satisfactory. But we could have the splitter dropping onto a belt there. We would need this. What I don't know, what might be interesting just to test. Where are these splitters there? So we can have this here, grabbing from there, putting on there, and then that's a belt. And this belt can be here. If I want to grab, because what I don't know is if I use an undie, would that be, that's in the wrong place, isn't it? I need it to be there. I'm stood in the way. So have it drop like that. Can this splitter grab? No, it can't grab from there. Okay. So maybe instead, it's not going to be very efficient. But if I just sort of hop over, oh, I'm still in the way, like that, and then because the belt then be going like that, and then this, and grab from there and put it on there. I'm going to have then a bit of belt because it won't grab from there. No, so it's not. So it can't grab from hoods basically. Like you can if I did it again. In Factorio, okay. I mean, we're not like limited on space particularly, but you've got to experiment with these things. In fact, if I can move that one up. So now that's that. Be there. Grabbing and putting down. So we need. Oh. That to be there. And then next hood. There. This is why they're splitters, not inserters, you see. Because they are splitting the line. So it needs a 2 gap. And then, I mean, we do need this go as well for the other machine, don't we? So, don't know where I'm putting the power poles, but oh, not any left. In fact, this last one I could just feed it in direct, couldn't I? I don't really need to split that. I can just feed in there. And then these guys can output like so. Let's put it there. And then we need a level 2 machine. Whoops. Here. Making steel beams. And that gives it iron plate. No, it doesn't, because they output iron bars, don't they? So is that actually? I think I need to feed these into level 1 assemblers. This is literally the last thing I did in my save, basically. I mean, I've done other things, so I'm much further ahead with the research. Is this right? Yeah, because this has to make the iron plate. So furnaces produce the iron bars. I think I get the ratio right there. So they're producing 30 a minute. Throughput 90 a minute. Okay, so we just only need one of them. Okay, that's easy then. And all we have to do, oops, do it that way. And you're making iron plate. Yeah, so that consumes a full thingy. Okay. And because we're going to need the coal. This is why I wanted the buffer, basically. In fact, did I? Oh no, I haven't been to the bum. I didn't go to the university, did I? And get the buffer. Okay. I know how big it is and stuff. So I want to put the buffer in here. And have the iron plates going as a buffer. Where are we going to be best with them? I guess if I do that. Let's build the machine first. No. I do find the controls fiddly and finicky. I don't know if it comes with, you know, more practice you get better, but... So that then makes the steel beams. As I say, we need like 1,000 of them. Now, I think I mentioned I could try and take it into the, what should we call it, direct. But if we put one of those on for now, you know, we could put another buffer in there basically. Okay, so we need to power stuff. On there maybe. And I can't remember whether the buffers are powered or not. There's no coal because I didn't connect that. No. There. So these are all set to take every one, but of course eventually the machines will fill up. So it's like a manifold style of thing. Oh yeah, this is only making 30. How much are you're consuming 2 a minute? Did that not? 2, 4, 6 a minute. Oh, that needs 30 a minute. Okay, so we do need a second coal job. Which is annoying because that's one tile down. So that'll provide enough coal. But things I can manually feed this just to get it going. Cool. You're making iron plate. Coal has not yet arrived. But yeah, see this is now stopped because it's filled up. We will assist that process if we haven't already. Yeah. Yeah. We have steel beamage. Now we need a lot of steel beams, so we will just leave that, you know, uncapped and rocking and rolling. What we will do though is the winches. We only need 4. Well, for the lighthouse we only need 4. But they use heavy duty motors, which I think, you know, I've got 4 of, coincidentally, not intended. But we've got 4 of them, and we need 2 steel cables each, so we need 8 steel cables, basically. And of course, as I mentioned, they're only made out of iron bars. So what we will do is just steal some... is that right? Yeah, because I need... one of them, one of them, one of them. I don't have enough splittery jobs. But we will make that, you know, very slow basically. I think, is it 10th item? So it's gonna wait on rest of the month. It'll let the steel chug through, and then occasionally we'll get a steel thing. I will set that to limit as well. So overnight we should get the steel cables we need. We will then need... Oh. Where did I leave Toasty? He's over there. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully in the morning we will have enough for the lighthouse repair. How many motors we got here? 4. Okay. no, wrong thing. Oh, I don't need bearings anyway. In which case, unless we happen to randomly have some, I think we might just leave that. No, so there's no more bearings knocking about, so I think I'll just leave that bit of it. Yes, we've got the 4 motors for the winches. We're making the steel cable. We will need to do this machine. So what we'll do basically, deconstruct the toasty. Cool. I can show you the bridge as well. It's not. You've already seen it. Yeah, this allows us. Well, for one thing, allows the toasty to travel across, but also means that we can run belts. So this, if you recall, is... Oh, it's down there. I went the wrong way. But there's another mine there. So if we want to bring resources in... See, it gives you loads of material. And once you've got toasty, it's so easy to collect it. You know, so you can... So the thing that I'm not sure about is these mine carts. I don't know if you can actually like use them. You know, like you can do a minecart system, or are they just like a decorative thing that kind of gets in the way? So yeah, don't know about that. Mm-hmm. 11:10. Let us go to bed. Oops. No accidents. Good, good. Say hello to Eldago and Biko. Cool. You don't have to keep feeding toasty or anything. That's what I bought a load of bread. You know, I bought several loaves. You can, I mean, you can eat the bread. You know, it's not unadvantageous to eat the bread, but right. So what I'm going to do then is just set up a quick botch together so we can make these 4 winches. One thing. That's the storage, isn't it? There we go. Belt, please. And empty out things. No. No, it's a manufacturer, isn't it? I haven't got any. Okay. Where are you? You're there. What did it use? The motors and the cables. Okay. Motors in. I guess I could. I think it's 2. 2 to 1. Yeah. So I'll make the 4 winches we need. Have we got 500 beam midges? No, nowhere near. Only 150. A long way short. Okay. We could maybe set up a second one then. How many do we need? We need 500. But yeah, let's get the buffer. Oh, we can't quite yet. I mean, we got plenty of room here. Can I make what I need? So we'd need a whole bunch of them. Is it like 6 or something? Something like that. And then we need 3 of them. So we need a bit more stone, but we know we've got oodles of stone knocking about. Did I leave stone in any of these? Yes. So we need another one of them. We needed quite a few underpasses. Gonna guess. Oh, we already got one. Guess that 4's okay. A couple hundred belts, fine. We do need. Well, we've got a level 2 assembler, so we've got that's fine. We've got one of them. I think that's all good then, isn't it? We could make a second. I don't believe there's any sort of blueprinting system in this. There might be. But I didn't get the hint of that. So effectively we would need to... have we got mining jobs? No, we haven't got any of them. We need 2 for the coal. And then 3 for the iron. You do get... I think I've said this like several times. You do get... why have we got an iron bar? Like deliveries of stuff later on, so we don't need to be too worried about eating through our resources like I did with the whatchamacallit. Put those 2 there maybe. Have the coal go that way. That's the one that needs to be undergrounded. This can be straight across if we do that. Where this is happen to be. We need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. That. Cool EO. Put the furnaces. Say now. You need to grab. So I need a place for it. So I need to put that there. I think it's. Was it a 2 gap I need to leave? So I can fit all my gubbins in. I think that's right. And then it has a belt there. That one can just be straight in, can't it? I remember. And then this one's a grabby one. That one's a grabby one. Grabby ones. A to B. A to, excuse me, B. And this one I'm putting next to A to B. A to B. B. And then we want the undies. Not particularly efficient. Oh, get out of the way. Efficient, I guess, because I'm not using the maximum extent, but that's fine. Belt in there. Can I put one in there? I don't know if you can. I imagine you can't turn the camera. Didn't see a key for it. So that one then goes, because that's the excess coal. And these 3 need to go. Is it? Which way am I doing it? No, down up that one. Oops. Come on, come on. There. Let's put the level 1 machine in first. So. Plate. That. And then you come down that way. assembler. Making the beams of steel. It used to be a cartoon when I was a kid. Called, in fact I can't remember what it was called. It was like, but the character had wings of steel. What was that character called? It was one of those NAF Hanna-Barbera. Not NAF, it was quite fun, but it was quite, I don't know if you call it racist as such, but it was a bit sort of, I don't think you could make it today, let's put it that way. There's a lot of cultural stereotyping in it. But I always remember that. It was a bat, basically, which is why it had wings. Batfink, that was it. So it's one of those cartoons where... So if you see a lot of... Well, there are YouTube videos about it. I don't want to go on to this topic, but... Of... Slightly too far away then, isn't it? That's annoying. Let's just put one there in. Oh, they're too far off anyway. Oh, like, you know, old Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff like that. All of you racist. Some of the things in them. Let's put you there. And that. Just as a little bonus. Did I set it making steel? I did. Let's get in the iron plate. Obviously this isn't getting coal yet. Can I chuck it? Yeah, I can chuck your coals in. It's 2 o'clock already, you see. This is the problem. This is why it's got the times. Oh, that's not far enough over. Okay, let's do another one then. This is why it's got the time constraint on it. Because, yeah, it's a bit more realistic in a sense. Because the villagers... And it's not to do with... You know, I could just keep going to sleep and start, you know, saving, start the day over. Didn't make a lot of difference, as far as I'm aware, at this stage of the game. But the university's only open between X and Y times, and the bakery's only open at certain times. And so that's your sort of RPG-ish aspect to it. Got the new buffer finish. This combines the receiver and dispenser together into one. This is useful for buffering production lines to take in excess materials and dispense them as needed. We have Le Buffer. So, when you get to the efficiency, you've done that level of research, basically. And it's why we'll get... So we get tier 1. You see how it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. There will be a tier 4. And then for the university, that's it, basically. But the efficiency ones... And you can see it's quite big numbers for them, and they are useful, but you know, I spent ages chugging through that one, and all it does really is half the amount of coal you're using, and you're not really, at this stage anyway, worried about that particularly. So yeah, I'm sure it's good when you've got a massive factory, but it's sort of so much, and that's similar. Increase efficiency of coal, so that lasts twice as long. Increasing efficiency of furnaces, making them smelt all 50% faster. So that then lets, you know, you've got, where I've got 3 furnaces doing a belt, 1.5 will do a belt, you know. So it's that type of thing. Quite how you manage that with, you know, it doesn't add up, does it? But yeah, what we really want is this cable crane. Because we will need that for unloading the boats. But yeah, what we kind of need to set up really is motor production, both small and large. And we can use the buffers in order to try and capture stuff as it's going. But you see we're now into higher level material. It's not particularly expensive, but yeah, we've got also, you know, we've got 1,000 steel beams to deliver for the other stuff. You know, for the lighthouse and the rocket parts as well. But we've now got 100 of them as well. It's heavy duty motors, so we're not really gaining anything by having this here as such. So I guess we could set this up to do steel as well, and then feed it into the library direct. Could do something like that. Do I want to do that? I mean, we're not going to finish, I don't think, the 500. I think what I would quite like to do is stick some buffers in. They see they're 2 motors each. Which is why we need loads and loads of motors, basically. So yeah, do we want to construct some sort of steel production here? Whether it's the full scale thing, I'm not sure. We do have a lot of iron and plenty of coal. Let's kind of clear the area out first, because that design I'm doing is fairly big. Oops. Well, I guess that's the, you know, once you got the furnace efficiency, you don't need as many furnaces to do the same job. So, you know. Yeah, I think we could fit it in here. Let's get Toasty on it. In fact, have I got any? I have got storage on the coal. What else would you need? You would need... Yeah, I haven't got any heavy motors, have I? I think in setting heavy motors up back at the... back at the main base, basically. In order to take that... Oh, in fact, let's put Toasty on this side so I don't... trapping him. I'm pretty sure you can soft lock yourself, or soft lock Toasty anyway. In the sense, I mean, you can always deconstruct anything you build in front of him, but you get what I mean. You could build around him. 30. We're going to run out of stone, but we've got stone on the belt here. We have a third one now. Yeah, build that. I needed underpasses, which also need stones. We'll grab all of that. Right, have we got any on there? Yeah, of course we have. Nice. He's still patiently waiting. I think, was it 3 underpasses I actually needed? And then copper wire. Okay. Got loads of copper wire back at the base. So, I mean, does this have power here? Consumed 5. I guess that's the building. It's consuming that. Okay. I don't think that's enough. Oh. Okay, so I've got 2 miners. Gonna need another miner on time. 1, 2, yeah, gonna need another miner. I think we might be getting very close to the stage where I have to turn the music off, because it's beginning to get a bit annoying for me. So that could power them. Okay, so we're not going to get blocked. Right, and then we take, say... Which way do we take it? We take it that way. There, rather. Will that all fit in? No, because... Come on. There we go. So we got 3 of these guys. Does that work? No. So it needs to be... I think it's gonna be slightly different, isn't it? Because going the other way. I have to squeeze this in. If I go right, and then I'll have to underground underpass the iron this time. Is that right? It needs to be there, though, doesn't it? To fit it in, and then I think I've made some of them already. Put that there. Oops. Oops. Is that right? Yeah. And that one does to there. Oops. So this needs to be here. Okay. And then 2 down. Boop. And then 2 down. Boop. And our belt, so align with that one. Well, we don't need to do it for the third one, do we? I think. Oh, I need more. Oh, and I didn't have the copper wire. That's right. Okay, fine. Put the belt in. Whoops. So the iron. That's the coal coming along the top there, isn't it? So the iron can just feed in. You're in the way, Toasty. Excuse me. Are we going to get this done before? Wait, I was going to make. No, we'll make the steel here. I thought I was going to make motors, but I'm not, am I? Okay, I guess we could pass that way, maybe. And then we have not got one, but so that's feeding in the rest of the iron ore, and then we can grab a little bit of coal from there. The rest of the coal can come that way. Then we need to bring all of this together and feed it into. Have I got a level 2 assembly? I do not, but I do have the bits. Okay. No, I don't. I need to feed it into a level 1. Like, well, I could do it that way around, maybe, couldn't I? And that's making the iron plate. That's giving it the coal. No, that's all wrong. Why have you done that? No, I don't want you feeding. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. So you're making the steel beams. You're feeding them in there. And then you're outputting them there. Where can I get a... There. It's too far away from me. Don't think we've got enough power here, have we? No. So we do need those turbines, or at least one turbine. I think, yes. Is that enough power? Mainly 1.9. It's 10:45. Didn't hook the belt up here. We would not make it back, but we are kind of ready to make steel there. If I just grab these now. In fact, oh no, it's 11:25, that's not. No accidents again. Perfect safety record. Apart from that one day. Is it Leo the dog? I always forget. Are you Leo? Okay. How are we doing? Where are you, Toasty? Now, we needed to make, I can't remember what, it was one of them guys, wasn't it? And that was it, I think, maybe? Because we would dash over. I'll probably find we've made enough steel beams for the thing. You know, for all of it overnight. But yes, we need one of them. Grabbing that from there. Why have you not made any iron plate? Because we need more. Okay. And why are you not outputting? Oh, because that was in the wrong place. Yes, we need more. One more splitter at least. Because that has to grab from there. And that's feeding in direct, so that's fine. I put the belt in the wrong place. There we go. Are they all running? I think they're all running. I think we're okay. We're still ticking up. Cool. Okay. I mean, we know we got winches. Have we made enough? See, I've made it so you can't get through. Go around the back, but yeah, as I say, it's easy to kind of soft lock him because he's quite big. Bit like me. Be glad. Okay, we have lots of steel beams. Right. I do usually end up with a lot of crap basically in my inventory, as per all manufacturing games that I play. I could get rid of quite a lot of that, couldn't I? I'm not sure about this. You can't get past the buildings as well. I'm not keen on that. I can understand Toasty not being able to, but I think for us, we should just be able to squeak through, you know. Okay, put them away. I'm just going to top that off, I think. In fact, let's get rid of the coal. Deposit all of that. And just the one stack. And then we should come up with some. We should put them in a particular order or something. In fact, if I sort all my stuff, let's put iron plate in there. I was sticking random ore, wasn't I, in there? Got any of that? No. It's part of my. It's a bit like I do the same in Satisfactory, where all the resources are infinite, and there's me hoarding them basically. But I will never learn. Take all, sort, and then if we put, say, we've got another one for gears already, haven't we? Maybe if I put them in, and then I've ended up with more of those. I'll take one stack of that. One stack of iron plate, one stack of thingies. Did it again. And then copper. One stack of them. Gears. One stack of them. all this rubbish? 2 stacks of belts. Do we want that? Might as well. What we got there then? So I got those cable, that's fine. Motors. I want to get rid of all of that rubbish. Should really carry the wood so we can make boxes. I'm not really sure what you're meant to do with the wooden crates. I think they are literally just meant so you can. Let's put those in there. Do the belt test at the beginning or belt practice. So get rid of those. So I've obviously not got like stators and what have you because we're not. I've used them all up basically. Let's put just to get them out of the inventory so I can carry more steel around. We want a bit of stone. Always want a bit of stone. And then was it copper? No. Yeah. I'm sure at some point I'll like process them through. Cool. And I can always whack them in there just if they're. Oh. Now. Turns out we got more of them than I was expecting. Okay. That'll do for tidying up. We need 500 steel beams. Have we got 500 steel beams? We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 steel beams. We also have 4 of your finest winches. So we can complete the lighthouse. Oops. These are all things you can gift to the townsfolk. Right, so deposit. We now need to go and talk to Pete. Pete should be on the beach or in the pub or at home. Here he is. I've got all the components delivered to the supply depot. Well, looks like we've got ourselves a lighthouse to build then. Ready to start laying some bricks? I thought maybe we'd take 5 first. You crack me up. Let's go get to it. So yes, miraculously, in no time flat, we build a lighthouse. I can't even believe my eyes. It looks fantastic. This is seriously impressive. I didn't think we'd ever see this lighthouse repaired. What was it again that you were looking to import? Old and broken electronics. Wait, like garbage? Yep, we're going to recycle it. I really need to keep better tabs on what people are up to around here. Well, try to keep the pier tidy. If you block Sabrina's Tavern, I don't think I'll ever hear the end of it. Notice how their belt's gone. It takes it out because they're gonna, they walk along the paths. But it's still there. It's just like temporarily invisible. Speaking of which, the boat arrives every day at 8 AM and departs at 8 PM. You'll need to build a cable crane over the gap to pick up material from the shipment. Actually, several if you want to do it more quickly. Oh, you should come see me at the university for how to build the crane. Once that's done, I'll need you to start delivering computer towers and monitors to the university so I can figure out how to recycle them. Then we can finally get started on crafting those circuit boards you need. Fixing the lighthouse, making cranes and circuit boards. Looks like someone may be able to fill your mother's shoes after all. You think so? Thanks, Pete. No, thank you. Now old Pete won't be out of work anymore. I'm so happy I could hug you. That really won't be necessary. Come here. Finish the new lighthouse. Cool. So, we didn't make those motors that I needed to make. Notice the thingy's gone. There's also a little, oops, a little plaque here. Limestone Limestone Coast Lighthouse, completed thanks to the generosity of Trick's machine. If we go in, because it is a building, but we can't go anywhere. Now, whether you get access later, I don't know. I'll check. It doesn't even look close to my size. Most important fire escape plan I've ever seen. But we do get the Athletics Glove, which allows us to throw items further, which allows us to play fetch, basically, with Leo better. This cabinet is fully stocked with replacement parts and supplies. Not that we can take any. Lighthouse Operating Manual. It's over 1,000 pages. There's a map of all the shipping routes in the area. But yeah, so it's just a sort of building. Whether we could build something in there, I don't know. I guess we could. Yeah, so we can build in there if we really wanted to. But we also get, what we get with like most of these buildings is you get like free power, basically. I mean, not that I'm going to particularly do anything with it. It's more just to show you. This stage. So, oops. As you can see, we can build power pole and it connects and it gives us 0 watts. Okay. I was sure that... Huh, do we have to power it then? That's odd. I thought it was the other way around, but it gave us free power. We do have a couple of... Obviously... Where's Toasty gone? Why are you down by the beach? We weren't down by the beach. Oh, yes, we were. We're at the... His gaff, aren't we? But yeah, we do have that one there. And we've not got any use for this stone, so... So we might as well pick it up. We'll also let him get to the thing. Try not to run him over and have an industrial accident. So yeah, I thought it was the other way around. Oh, it is. I just didn't click the breaker. So yes, we do get free power. I've obviously added on the turbines. That's the numbers. Yes, you see, the machine, the building itself is using 2,500, but we can then siphon off 2,500 if we want to build something down here. This is a good place for building turbines because you get a bonus. You see how we're now getting 5,000, and I think it's 4,000 on the farm. I think that's right, or it might just be on the beach. I can't remember. I did experiment with doing it. Doggos decided just to wait. But yeah, what we need to do is make motors. In fact, we need to make heavy motors so that we can do the cable crane, which is our next research. So I know what do we need that, do we need that. You just want to see in here. Yeah, the slimes. Let's get rid of them. So, emerald, okay. Okay, so this bridge is intact then, okay. But yeah, so we've got, you know, deposits of iron and stuff. So if we wanted to mine them up, we could. Does that go anywhere? No, wait, it will. Ooh, diamond. Guys, I've not really done anything in the lines. But there is a thing down here, as I understand it. Oops. Yes, so we kind of, I think we have to get through this, basically. You see it's 7,500. Well, I can't mine that other one, okay. So you see we can mine this up and get through. You see there's like a little ring there. That would be useful to get to. What time is it? 5:05. I think I'm going to leave. In fact, I'm not going to leave the... I keep hitting the right click, because to me it should be right click to get on and off the vehicle. Yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. There's something we want to do. I can't get through there, can I? See, there's quite a lot of resource down here as well. Ah, broken bridge. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there's a little ladder there. Does it give me any kind of... No. Just try and also keep an eye on the time. Through there. Oh, yeah. Quite big. Oh, there's a chest. Okay. Scare these slimes on. Get rid of them even. What's in here? Anything interesting? Ah, the mining hat. Lights up a small area at night. Nice. What's in here? Okay. Oh, fine. Whatever. Okay. Oh, it's coal there, look. So we could actually do some smelting down here, couldn't we? How can I get around there? I don't think it's like respawn or anything. Once they're gone, they're gone. Anything up here? It's quite big, isn't it? It's a big open area. Perfect for doing some smelting, I guess. I think that's it. I think that's it explored. I wonder if the map shows... No. So there's no detail to the mine on the map. Yeah, we've got a few deposits. A couple of little missed out. We went down that bit, didn't we? Okay. Exploring done. Yeah. But yeah, we have iron ore. Lots of iron ore, don't we? I'm just wondering, this might be... We could... Oh, and there's iron ore outside as well, anyway. And coal. Okay. Okay. The other mine, I'm pretty sure, is like almost all copper. Do we have copper? Is there any nice copper patch or something here? Because it would be cool. This is where the boat pulls in. Take these out. So you get tons of like free. Oh look, that looks like a fishing dock, doesn't it? I wonder if it's got fishing in it. I don't see a copper patch. Because to make motors, we need copper. You know, we need to basically combine the two. Got a copper patch up here, maybe. No, I don't see one. Okay. Now we do have a big old patch of copper up here. Oops. And we have stone here. Oh, I could see about maybe doing... Be interesting to see. Can I do... Oh, I can't. Oh, I have got bearings. Perfect. Oh, It's still... I still need pipes to connect it back to the water supply. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't. Okay. I suppose you've got... I don't know if I've got... Well, I got some of them. But then I've just put all of my bearings in, haven't I? Yes. So we need a lot of bearings and stators to get them. There is fluids in it basically, so it's not like Factorio with all oil, but there is like fluid processing. I just wonder if there's a nice little patch of iron and copper relatively close together, and we could set up motor production there. You see, this is copper. You see, I think the idea is that one mine is iron and one mine is copper. It's 1040. Oops. Let's just go in. And I suppose it's got like an iron mine. No, you see it's now got a whacking great copper patch. Oh, that's the other side of the bridge, surely. Okay. So maybe we can connect the two. I wonder what's... I can't remember whether there's a mine proper up. It's 11:15. I should go back. It's just a pain in the bum to lose the time. It's where the observatory is, that, isn't it? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's town. .45. You do just literally pass out at 12. Don't know if I did. I think I did that last week, didn't I? Oh, doing on time. 6:10. Okay. Right. So. No accidents again. Perfect safety record. Okay. Oh, yeah, the diamond. Forgot about that. I'm pretty sure all of this sort of stuff you can give to people. But they have like, it's like Stardew Valley where they have like favourite items and all that sort of stuff. Not been throwing the ball for Leo, have I? Okay, let's do that. Thank you, Leo. Most kind. So, I've got 18 regular motors. Right. Let's puzzle this out slightly. I want to make heavy-duty motors, basically. And they require 15 a minute small motors and the heat sinks. The small motors, they work at 30 a minute. Okay, so if we were to set up a, like a direct feed motors into it, we would get extra spare small motors. So we could use buffers in order to store some of them, but they cost motors. Now a heavy duty motor is also heat sinks, which is copper bars, which is why we need both, you see. Copper bars, okay. Small motors are also stators, which is copper wire. So yeah, they're the proper bringing together of all sorts of stuff. And I think they use basically everything, don't they? Because that's iron plate, that's gears and copper wire. Yeah, that's on its own thing. So effectively, we want to build something that like overproduces everything and buffers it. I'm not sure I got enough small motors to actually do that though. Okay. What about research? We would need 50 heavy duty, so we've got to set that up basically. We've not really got any choice. The steel beams we could start sending into the factory, but whoops, we want the heavy duty motors for that anyway. Okay. So that really has to be the next job. I think I'm determined to look for somewhere if we can that kind of has both, even if they're small patches. We could also take a look, I guess, and see what job boards we got. What do you want? Heavy duty motors? Well, we're not making them at all. 50 winches? Small motors. So we can't do any of them jobs, basically. That's annoying. Where haven't we looked? We didn't really look. This way properly, did we? Have we got like a nice, a little coal patch, little iron? Well, we would need coal, wouldn't we? We need all three. Here we go. So it has refilled. Okay. Why didn't it do that on my other thing then? Oh, I can't get up there yet, can I now? I was about to say would she give me that quest? We don't really the match I'm going to do with a regular basis at the shop. Clean up, no. Machine scrapyard. Feel free to break it down for anything you find. Okay. You'll notice here we've got, you know, more gravity machine things because we'll get train deliveries as well. No, there's nothing up there, is there, that could use? No, so this area doesn't have resource patches as such. More random. Oh, it's coal. So actually we could... Be a bit of a pain to take that round. We've got copper there, you see. I'm just kind of trying to avoid doing a massive belt. Don't think we've got much choice, have we, really? Was there any kind of iron patch up here? I don't think there was. It's just the observatory. Oh, okay. There's nothing. It's just literally the observatory. Is there something tucked over here? Okay. Well, it's got mine carts there. But no actual... You must be able to load them on. Grandma, what are you doing up here? It's annoying, isn't it? So other than back home, we don't really have any nice close together patches. Because the mine on this side doesn't have copper. The mine on the other side doesn't have iron. And we haven't got the thing to rebuild the bridge in the mine yet. Okay, so what we can do then is we could build the motors here like we were before. Or, well, maybe we could build in this space. Might be a bit tidier. And we would therefore need to belt up the coal and the iron. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll do that then. Yeah. Don't really need level 1 miners anymore. Level 1 smelters. But we are going to need a whole bunch of machines. So, what are we going to need? At the very least, where are they? 2 of those, because they're the motors. I think we also need them. We also need one for stators, don't we? But yeah, we will build a third one. We've got plenty of assembly ones, but we might run out. We definitely need more drills. Probably 3. If we try and fill a belt, or iron, copper and coal, we would need 9. 3, 6, 9. Cool. Furnace level 2s, we know I'm going to use up a lot of the small motors that I've got. But we know that 3 of those fill a belt with plate. What am I missing? Sorry, I didn't look at that. Stone. Cool. Well, not cool because we ran out of stone. But we do have... well, a massive patch of stone there, but... whoops. We have lots of stone. We have the stone technology. Let's just do... because yeah. So I need to make motors in order to make the things we need to make motors. We can put gaps in for the buffers at the moment. Excuse me. We will need plenty of underpasses, I would guess. Which we need iron plate, plenty of splitters. We can make, say, 6 of those. Turbines we should be fine with. We've got receivers, and these numbers are what we've got in the inventory, basically. Yeah, we probably need more. So we need some iron plate, some gears. We're going to need power poles, aren't we? Yeah, so lots of plate and gears and copper wire. Okie dokie. Oops. Underpasses. We definitely need more wires. Poles rather. That. Oops. More underpasses. Okay, so that's a stock of stuff. I'll do at least one buffer so I can at least show you them. Okay. If we take these out of the way, I think. And maybe... Got one side there? No. I'd be better building these on the coast. So you see it gets 3.5, and I think it was it 5 on the beach? Or the coast? I just can't really be bothered to go up there and build them there. That's all of them laid down. Gets us 8.3 left. Okay. I wonder if it... No. If we do say there and there, so that would be some copper. I need to do this backwards, really, don't I? So that I can do the maths. Let's put that in there. So if that's the heavy motors, they need small motors, and as we established, it doesn't let you build behind buildings, so you can't get too lost with it, but I'm going to sort of cheat it a little bit. It requires 15 a minute. So if we build... Huh, it's not saying I'm in the way then. Interesting. So we build motors, and at 30 minutes we will get more than we need. So we can then put them in a buffer. And the buffer is like a chest, but, you know, effectively stores the excess. Excuse me. So we obviously set this like a chest, and items basically pass through it, and they'll keep passing through it until you get to overflow. So you need to overproduce in order to buffer. But once it's buffered, you know, they'll pass through at the rate, as it were. It's a bit difficult to explain, but it's blooming obvious. Excuse me. Yes, so we need heat sinks for that. But so I haven't got the motors to make them. So we'll just put a 2 gap in all of our belts. But I need heat sinks to make them, don't I? So if we put those maybe here. Because they're just a 1 item, I think. So that would be heat sinks, and it's just copper cable. Right? Whereas your stators are a double thingy item, aren't they? Just thinking if I can get these together. That's not really going to quite work, is it? I guess I could maybe think in terms of bringing the iron plate across and round, sort of thing. No, iron plate, whatever it is. You need to make stators. So stators are copper wire and gears. Bearings, stators. Okay. Is that too close? Why have I done that? Yeah, it's too close. Because we need... So a buffer will be there. A buffer will not be there. That would not work. What are you making? You're making Was it heat sinks? Yeah. Buffer will be there. So that just needs copper bar. But that needs copper wire. Do you need... You need... No, you don't need copper wire. Okay, so copper wire. Copper bar. Okay. So if you had another... Well, I didn't do the numbers, did I? So this needs 30 heat sinks. This will make 45 heat sinks, so we will get a buffer if we can provide it with 45 copper bars. This one needs 30 copper wires. Okay. So if we put our copper wires, say... that work? Possibly. That's an outputting machine, that's not a... So if that was copper wire, and we get a buffer in there, and we'll just connect it on there. I'm going to create a mess for myself, aren't I? Because I'm thinking, yeah, okay. So I need to bring the iron up. I'm thinking I'm bringing the copper up. Okay. But that would be 30 a minute from 60 copper bars. And that consumes 30 a minute, so we would not get a buffer with that. Crikey, that's a lot, isn't it? So if we make more copper wire, like so, and buffer in there, and that, oh, so it needs 30 a minute, 30 a minute, so we'd then get some excess copper wire. We can buffer, but we would need to supply it with, each of these is 60 copper bars, which is like 2/3 of a belt. So I think actually we'll rely on backup for that, as in that it's going to back up material rather than because then we need 60, and we've got this on potentially 45, but if we supply 2/3 of that, then it's 30, which is what we need. So it won't buffer, but that's probably fine. But I've nowhere to put the thing, have I? So maybe if I swap that round, because I need to bring iron things in here. I've got to sort of avoid that, but then I can maybe move that to there as well. In there. So this needs copper, that needs copper, and that needs copper, and it's a belt of copper, basically copper bars. Okay. Which is 3 at the moment. 3 furnace 3s. I'm going to have to bring coal up here as well, aren't I? Okay. I can't remember which way I'd do this, but if we go like that, that goes in there, and then it was a 2 gap, wasn't it? That worked. It's effectively 1-to-1, but I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be, as per. So we want splitters, and we want, say, would that work? No, that one needs, that's the one that needs to be, I'm going to have to get rid of you, I'm afraid. Where's me underpasses? So we had... Because I need that to be... How's it going to get at that then? I put that too close together. That's the problem. And we need to therefore move this up, I think. Okay. Well, that can be that can just be coal going in there. But then I'm not sure if blueprinting wouldn't be a good idea. I mean, blueprint's always useful. But if that's going like that, yeah, that'll work. Because then put the splitter there, and that'll be there. And that's coal going in there. Because we don't need to reprocess this. We just need to do, you know, we're not making... Oh, it's 11:15. It's happened again. No, that's the wrong place. It's happened again. Could go to that. No, that needs to be there. So I put one there. Because this needs to be coal coming up, basically. Okay. I've got power pots on me somewhere. Oh, I passed out. It's too easy, that. Too easy to pass out. The only, I say, as far as I'm aware, the only cost to it is time, basically. So, we will essentially sleep in now. What time is it? Yeah, I wish I had coffee. So it's now 10 AM already. Yeah, it's far too easy to... It does, when it gets to 10 PM, it does do the whole, you know, like dramatic, or, you know, I'm yawning and that sort of thing. But if you're not paying attention to that, you just stood there. It didn't sort of mean anything. Right, so need to get power to all this. I think that covers all of them. No, didn't quite cover the mining drill. Okay. I just want to see if I've hooked that up. I mean, I can't really see because I've got to get coal in, haven't I? Yeah, I think these are going to have to move because I need to get both coal and some iron up here somehow. Do I? Because that needs copper. That needs copper and gears. So if I'm feeding gears in there, and like, because that is making the stators, isn't it? Yeah. For the bearings, I guess I could make the iron things. I could underground across there for the things. But I'm not going to have two slots here. Okay, let's move this over. Let's put it maybe. Would that give us enough room to buffer? Because that was the stators. And then is that copper white? No. Alright. Yeah, because this is the heat sinks. Yeah. So there's no, you know, there's no real time pressure. Put a buffer in there, buffer in there. And you're doing copper bars. So if we take the copper, lock myself in there, aren't I? I do that. You have to be a bit careful with the splitters where you're putting them because it doesn't let you cross them over and stuff. You know, they have only one allowed. Might need to make, well, don't need to necessarily, but you see, we've got to get coal up here. To feed into here. Oh no, it's taking Leo away. Oh, you've not got one. Okay. Full powered? So I can just chuck some coal in. Just to make sure it's all sort of connected properly. So what, that's going to try and use 60. And this is producing 90, so it should back up. It'll back up anyway because I've not got the gears in. But you see what I mean? I think I've created a problem there in the sense that I can't actually... I can't cross these out. I can't have iron gears coming in here. I don't need to buffer that though, do I? That doesn't really need to be there. And I don't need to do this exact path because I'm not buffering the cables. Copper bars. Oops. So yeah, we need to get gears in there somehow. I could potentially do it like that, couldn't I? What would we then be looking at? We need 30 gears coming in. And you need bearings. And I put the power bar right in the way. Oh. Did it again. So that is going to make our small motors, isn't it? Yes. Apparently, I think so. I'm just wondering if I can, if I bring what? Because that's iron plate, basically. But the bearings aren't bearings also iron plate. don't know the recipes well enough yet. Yeah, they're iron plate as well. And they're iron plate. Okay. So if I could somehow squeeze... that work? So there's iron plate coming to both of these. I'm just wondering if I could, in a sense, go back to what I had. So it's perhaps that. No, well, yeah. I don't need to buffer that, do I? Want to buffer that. I don't think it lets you do it under buildings as well. It's a bit sort of fiddly. If that was like that. Okay. And we had, say, iron plate coming across here. It's this great big thing. Does that make any sense? I don't know which tile that is. But if that's iron plate coming in, then... wow, this is going to be janky. So I do want to buffer them, so really... it wants to be sort of there-ish, maybe? So, if that was the... is it gears? I don't think... no, it's not... is it gears that means? Hang on. Yes, gears. How many... so, 45 gears from 45 plates. Only needs 30. Okay. No, a buffer wouldn't fit in there. So, we need to move this. Anyway. I could do a buffer across. It's janky. That's very annoying. I don't know if it'll let me build. Could I get one? No, that wouldn't work anyway. Oh, let me build belt in this. No, you see, you can't do that. Well, let me build belt down there. Don't know why I'm quite so determined to put it in on this corner. We've got a nice open area here. It's nearly another day over, you see. So this is like the problem with this game. It's sort of... that's why I'm up to 19 days on my other save. What am I trying to do? Basically, I want to make both of the gears from that. So that makes they're straight from iron plate. We need 60 a minute. But we only need 30 a minute of them. So it will work maths-wise. The problem is partly me trying to stick in all of these buffers. So if we were to put, say... that won't fit. Yeah, I won't be able to fit the buffers in, basically. Unless I could move this back, couldn't I? Oh, it's getting late. Oh, crikey. Let's just go to bed. So I don't know why I'm being quite so stubborn trying to fit it in there. Oh, didn't say hello to you. Indeed. So, let's move this up. like so. And then we can move this up. In fact, I could put that completely different place, couldn't I? I could move... Oops. So we would want to go from there to there. And that would be there. And it's making wire. Okay. And then we really want this. So we can't put a belt where I want to put a belt. I don't think. In fact, oh, could I? Put no. So I want to put the gears there. Then I could move this one down, can't I? That can go there. Is it making status? It must be. So there's then room for the buffer. Oops. Can I build that there? I can, okay. So this can be gears. Feeding the gears there. And then I can put... Because that needs to be iron plate coming up there. And then if I've got... I need 1, 2, 3... No, it needs to be there. So this would need to be bearings. Oh, it lets me build that there. Okay. So I can thieve some to there. Aha! Perfect. So if we can get iron plate coming on that line and coal coming up here, I think we are sorted for ease and whiz. Which, considering we got coal right here, that part of it shouldn't be a problem. Let's do an underground so people don't moan. I don't know if I can feed that... Oh, it's the wrong one. What's that? That's the wrong one. People don't... So I don't know if I can put that... I can't put it directly in. Okay. The sort of needing belt as an intermediate thing is a little annoying, if I'm totally honest. Right, let's put that there. So that's coal going up. Or it will be. Yeah, there we go. We only need, well, we don't even need that because it's like 2 a minute it uses and we're not doing anything else with it. I wonder if I can rearrange those power poles on it. Hello, Peachmate. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. About 10 minutes off the end, I'm afraid. So long before ending. Yeah, it's an annoyingly placed thing, isn't it? Oh, I'm in the way again. As per usual. That's right where the belt is. Okay, fine. There maybe? There's like a level 2 power pole coming, but it's quite a way off. Can't put it there. Put that there maybe? Oh, it's not connected. That power everything? Oh, have I run out of juice? I have, I'm slightly over. Nuts! Okay, fine. I mean, one turbine would get us even, but I need to put in more smelting, don't I? So if we put in, well, 2 is what we can build. Thingy's back. So I should be putting them on the beach, really. But small windmills, they give more power when placed near the coastline or mountains, yeah. They knew. Okay. So, I guess I could smelt it in this gap here. Could just sort of do another one of these, basically. Or I'm sure we'll need tons and tons of steel, but at the moment, don't really. I was going to say I could just rearrange this. How many belts have I got on me? Only 81. That's annoying. Okay. I did I build 3 of them? No, I didn't. And we don't have the motors. I could obviously I got a million gears in that chest, so I can hand feed them in. I've only got 32 stone on me as well. Okay. I assume you've been playing this then. I know you said you'd had to get. Oh, I've left Toasty behind altogether. Poor lad's been sat here, patiently waiting. Let's grab some more stone from up here. Yeah, so I could just feed in gears by hand, so I don't necessarily need to build 3 of them straight off, but I mean, not that I can anyway. I've got the stuff. But yeah, let's build 2 of them. So we're going to check them in this gap here. Also build around this side. It is very much, well, my experience of it has been, because I'm not building steel, am I? So I just need 1 miner, really. In fact, I don't really even need that. How about I mine the iron ore, bring it across to here? Yeah. I do need to turn it into iron plate, don't I? So, if we build... So that would be the buffer there. So that then is the iron plate. And we do need that to be a full one. So if we make the furnaces... oh, I'm in the way again. I guess well, no, I'm not going to buffer it, I don't think, but that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 there, but and then there's a 2 gap, isn't it? But I'll pick that one back up again. And then when we have a couple of motors made, let's sort that out. If we bring the coal down from... In fact, I could just steal it, couldn't I? Could splitter it. If we shorten this. So I have the coal going. Oops. Wrong place. There? No. I need room for a splitter, which then put me right in top of the plumbing power pole. Okay, let's do it that way. That right? I think I got the position wrong on that, but so then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there would be an oops. Pick it up. 2, 3. No. And then I need more splitters. You can obviously manufacture these, but just throw it together. Really? What was I missing for more splitters? Splitter. Copper wire. Get out of the way. There's an engineer coming through. Couple of them. So we did, well, that there. Do one, pull in that way, and then, so that's pulling off of that. So could I think I could get the coal, yeah. So we could bring the coal down there. If we make a bunch of splitters or underpasses, rather. But then, and if I take that there, I'm having to mentally work this out every time because it is the orientation throws me a bit. I gotta say, boo, boo. Well, except I, let's just put one in. I don't really need that to be a splitter, do I? I mean, yeah, I'm in the way. I know. And the second one's 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. Do it again. That way. There we go. So when that eventually exits, you know, I could make another one of them. I go there. And which one am I avoiding? Avoiding that one. So I can put one in there. Splitter. Do that. One do that. So we can bring the iron ore up. Oops. To there. That's the one that doesn't need to be a splitter. Just be a direct feed in. And same with that one. Oh no. Well yeah, no, that's the coal, isn't it? I was going to steal that rather than... We're doing on time. So it's 7 o'clock, so I'll finish this day off. Nan's going in. Is that enough for the day? Don't blame her. Oops. I will just put a splitter in here. I'm going to run out of power again. And we don't want it to do every one. Do every other one. Oh, I did it again. I wonder if I could put that in the power zone. How would that work? If I did that there. I haven't got any. There to there. Every other one. Cool. So there will be another one of them there. And it gets coal. So we can bring the iron up. We sorted. Can I guess my point with that is this does need to split. I don't really need the... That's a bit jank, isn't it? But there you go. Okay. So we need to bring the iron ore up. One, two, three. So we are going to run out of power. Remaining 3.4. And I think... Am I at belt? Finally ran out of belt. Crikey. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 o'clock is here. Yeah, because these are 200 each. Am I going to be able to just about do it? We've got 3.4. Yeah, should be okay. Wrong thing. Put that. Well, I don't even need to power that. Ah. Not any power poles either. Crikey. Are we running? We're running. So, we got iron bars. Obviously, it'll help when I do the, you know, Buffett research, as it were. We've got the iron bars going in there, turning into iron plate. Iron plate leaping across to there. Doing a janky... janky thing. Gears coming out of here, that's good. So it'll only buffer when it backs up, basically. Yay, large motors. Let's cap that one so it does back up. But we'll cap it quite... In fact, how many do we need? 150 for the rocket parts. I can turn this into a buffer as well and just send them straight in. Which was what I was hoping to do. It is now 11:40. So we're not going to get that done. In fact, we're very real risk of passing out again. But it is perfect timing because it is 7:05. So, save the game. Yes. There we go. That's it for Little Rocket Lab for this week. So I do really enjoy the game, or what I've played so far. I do understand some of the numbers really ramp up late game, but you get to like buy extra bits of factory farm, whatever you want to call it. And there is all sort of a fluid thing. There's some weird stuff coming, which is good. I like weird stuff. Let's pop my schedule up. But next week, I will not be streaming because I will be taking a little break. Another little break. I don't know. Always on holiday, me. Yes, so I'll be on holiday next week. So I won't be streaming either. But when I return the week after, I will be streaming the same again. Crashtorio 2 on the Saturday and Little Rocket Lab on the Sunday. Yeah, and that's kind of the plan for going forward. Numbers of viewers have been really poor this weekend. I think there's some American holiday going on or something, is there? I can't remember. But I'm hoping it's kind of that. But there was like loads of people watched this last week, and then it sort of tanked this week. I am thinking it will be after Christmas before or in the new year probably when I make the change. But I'm thinking of reducing the streams to 2 hours because that then gives me an extra hour to work on the videos, which is kind of what I enjoy doing the most. But it's really time consuming. So yes, that's the streaming schedule. Nothing next week. Crashtorio 2 and then Crashtorio 2 Spaced Out and then Little Rocket Lab. In terms of where you're viewing things, if you're watching on Twitch, you can also watch on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also watch on Twitch because I use Restream to stream to both. YouTube, though, is the only one with the archive of the VODs. So if you want to catch up on this series, last week's stream, as well as the Crashtorio 2 series and all the other ones I've done on Factorio and other building and management games like Tectonica and Satisfactory and Dyson Sphere Program, then they are all archived on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel also has my video series, which at the moment I am doing a series, well, I'm kind of doing two, I guess. I'm doing little mini tutorials on Factorio, but also a lore speculation series where I'm guessing what the, basically saying what my headcanon is for what's going on in the game. One of those came out a couple of weeks ago, which one was it? Why did the engineer crash? That was the last one. The next one that's coming, hopefully, if I can get my finger pulled out while I'm on holiday, will be a slightly different one where I am basically saying what I would quite like the end game for Space Age to be. I'm not a massive fan of just number goes up. So some sort of speculative ideas about game mechanics that it could have been. I don't think they'll add any because they're all fairly significant, but yeah, it's a bit different, that one. And then the one in December should be why I think the shattered planet was shattered. So I've done the how. Now I'm talking about the why of shattering the planet. If I can't get them done, they'll swap round basically. So the shattered one is all ready to go, and then I've got loads of half written, in progress type scripts. So that series is going to continue for a good while. If you wanted to get early access to that sort of stuff, then I have memberships available. Memberships also get you access to like tiny little videos where I do the outtakes from the recording sessions, just as a little bonus, as well as another series I'm doing, which is retrospectives on my speculation videos, where I did a lot of speculation on the Friday Facts before. We don't appear to have gotten a Friday Facts for the 1 year anniversary of Factorio, which I think was like last Thursday or something, of Space Age coming out. I'm not sure we'll get in. I think it's done, basically. I think they've moved on, apart from the bug fixes. We do know there's 2.1 coming, because one of the patch notes said something had been moved from 2.1 to 2. To the live version. But I think 2.1 might just be right, here's all the final bug fixes, we're done. But yeah, so that didn't happen. But I used to do a series on of the Friday Facts where I did like in-depth analyses, and people do seem to enjoy sort of having those on. So you can catch up with that as well as this new speculation I'm doing. But say I'm doing an extra retrospective for members where I go back and look at them and see how much I got right and how much I got wrong. That's my pitch basically for you becoming a member. And I don't even have 1,000 members, subscribers, so I'm not properly monetized, and I've decided to do memberships. It's all a bit silly, really. If you wanted to follow me on socials, then Blue Sky is the one. I only really post on there, and even then it's just the occasional thing. Well, basically saying when I'm going live, basically. So yeah, but others are available if you really did want to follow. So that is it for Little Rocket Lab and for streams this week. If you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Little Rocket Lab. Thanks for watching. Cheers.